Here's a short story about a unique approach to AIDS awareness.
Hi there everybody, I'm Siska de Hartog. I'm the coordinator and developer of the Arms Around You internet competition.
AIDS isn't new. It was first identified 26 years ago, and that's part of the current problem. How do you keep alive the importance of AIDS prevention in the minds of especially young people? Nearly 6 of the 33 million people with HIV live in South Africa. 3,500 died in South Africa last year. Even in the Western Cape, which has the lowest incidence of HIV/AIDS, the figure is still 15% of the population living with the disease. And even though the incidence of AIDS in the Netherlands is much lower, we're still talking about 18,000 people living in Holland with HIV. And that's 2,000 more than 7 years ago, and the number of new cases is increasing again. Siska de Hartog and the Olean World Foundation have been working closely with partners in South Africa and the Netherlands to create an active dialogue between students. This is the second year that schools in the Netherlands and South Africa have been linked via the internet so they can work on the Arms Around You internet competition. In The Hague, 2 schools took a very active part. Hofstad College was one, and students from Sunfleet College also made a great effort to be part of the competition. Meanwhile, in South Africa, we had 2 great partners on board. One group was the Bush Radio Learners in Salt River. And then on the other side of Cape Town, Kwamfundo Senior School also took part. The word Kwamfundo means where learning takes place. Of course, they could have made it a simple competition between the 4 participating institutions. In fact, though, the success has been to form 3 competing teams consisting of learners from each of the participating schools. It's clear that asking students to come up with their own scenarios for a world without AIDS is a more effective way of sharing information than just distributing pamphlets.
And unfortunately, the pandemic is still growing and growing.
Yes, thank you. You've answered my question.
The team that you're in and your password is up on that list over there, those lists, so if you forget, which you shouldn't.
The students had to collaborate over the 9,700 kilometres between The Hague and Cape Town. That's not easy when the internet technology is still being developed across South Africa. So although the computers are in place, the internet data pipes are still very thin between South Africa and Europe. Before the competition started, it was clear the students in South Africa knew more about the current situation with AIDS than their Dutch counterparts.
Hi, my name is Zotiti. I'm in grade 11, 16 years old. I go to Cape Town High School and I'll be in Team B.
My name is Linda Taise. I'm 16 years old. I'm a grade 11 learner at Kwamfundo Senior Secondary School in Harare, Khayelitsha. Team B.
It's everywhere you go. If you go to the Cape Flats, you'll find it. Go to Gugulethu, you'll find it. And it may not be the person next door to you, but someone related to the person next door to you has HIV, so it will affect me.
I think people are not well educated in my community because it's not like in the suburbs. It's in the rural, in the settlements, of Khayelitsha.
3 weeks later, the students had a hand in their projects. Each had selected a different idea as a theme. Team A had 21 members, and they focused on an all-inclusive campaign to raise awareness amongst the youth. This included the design of a poster campaign, a suggestion that AIDS awareness should be the focus of the whole month of December, not just the first of the month, that US President-elect Barack Obama should help endorse the Project Love campaign. And the team also submitted a radio drama about Vanessa Sammy, a girl who's infected with HIV at a very early age, but who takes the right precautions to ensure her son was not affected. In short, a very complete entry there from Team A.
Firstly, my name is Oletu, and my surname is Tolentini. I'm doing grade 11 at Kwamfundo, and I'm in Team B.
Hello, I'm Richelle van Capelleveen and I'm 14 years old. I'm on Hofstad Lyceum and I'm in Team B from the Africa project.
Team B decided to make a 30-minute radio program and special public service announcements. They decided to use radio because it's still the most popular medium in Africa by far. They felt that the fact that you can't see people on the radio encourages those interviewed to be more open. And that's one of the main problems in Southern Africa. People with HIV, or think they might be positive, are unlikely to speak in front of a camera.
I've got a friend who has contracted this disease from his mother. He's 14 years old. He's here in my school. He's doing grade 8.
There is something that needs to be done, of which one of those things is to alert people about HIV, is to tell people that it is around and they do not have to be ignorant, because ignorance kills.
All over the country, the youth exactly must be aware of this disease and not being involved with it or affected.
I think being realistic, we need to be realistic. We need to talk about these diseases. We need to talk about these things. If you can just do these things, then we can solve it.
I already knew a lot about AIDS, but what I have learned is that not everyone in Holland does know as much about AIDS as I know.
In the Netherlands, members of Team B went out on the streets of The Hague to find out what people could tell them about AIDS.
Do you know how it is transmitted further?
Oh. You said,
Sex.
Sex? Oh, through sex?
Through sexual intercourse. Would you mind having a relationship with someone who has AIDS? Yeah.
Yes, I would mind. So I would not do that.
I would not consider to have sexual intercourse with somebody who has it.
Definitely not. No. Yes? No problem? No, I guess not.
Finally, Team C focused on ways to make the impossible possible through united action against the HIV virus epidemic.
First of all, they need to unite. They need to be one big congregation that have one spirit of ending and eradicating HIV as a nation.
Youth make up half of all new HIV infections worldwide, with a new infection happening every 15 seconds. Team C decided to make a short video about the myths of AIDS and posted it on one of the video sharing sites.
My name is Jamal Ersels. I live in The Hague in the Netherlands. I'm 60 years old and I'm now in the 5th class. Me and my Team C, we made a movie about the misunderstandings about AIDS and the myths about AIDS, and a thing that's very unknown. A lot of people in the Netherlands that it's an incurable disease. Like you can't get rid of it. But a lot of people around the world thinks that there's a cure for it, like by sleeping with a virgin or something like that, or eating 2 potatoes and whatever, you know. But that's not the way it is. And I can't even people believe that. So they got AIDS and they sleep with a virgin, and that virgin got AIDS, and you're just spreading the disease and you're not curing it.
My name is Arjen Boukema. I'm a member of the jury, and we're looking at the proposals. We have to figure out who won the competition.
Hello, I'm Jonathan Marks. I'm a program maker and also a member of the jury. I'm looking at both the audio, visuals and text to see what creative ideas people have come up with, and also whether they would work in practice, because it's great writing something down on paper, but will it work in the market that you're trying to reach?
Hi, I'm Maurice, also a member of the jury. I'm also the chat moderator. I'm looking through the files from the chat, going through all the text and see who's being most active.
We are, as a jury, so far greatly impressed, because it's not only text that we've received, but it's also great audio, great video, and so come and have a look with us.
My name is Luando and my surname is Mzandis, and I'm from Khayelitsha.
Hi, I'm Gertien Kappers. I'm 16 years old and I was a participant in Team A.
So if I can lose or I win, but for the message that it will be in, so that it will be good, so that we can imagine the free HIV generation.
From this project, I've learned that international cooperation, though it's quite hard at times, is possible. The communication might not always work, but when you want to solve a problem, an international problem, there is a way of globally finding an answer for that problem. And I think it's great that even at this age, you've already learned that that's really possible.
Expect to gain more information and get to know each other. That's all.
Hi, I'm Regina Martinez. I'm a 16-year-old student from Samsud College, and I'm a participant and I'm a member of Team A.
What AIDS needs as a disease is more promotion. I mean, it sounds bad, but it needs more attention from the global press. So I think it's important that in the future that will happen.
And I want to take that information and go with that information and feed some people on my community, on my church, on everywhere that I go. I want to talk about it. I want to have more and more information about it and give it to others.
I've learned that AIDS is a very serious problem, far more serious and far more troublesome than I thought it would be. It's because we live in the Netherlands and here AIDS isn't a really big thing. Everybody thinks, well, whatever, we have medicine. And because of this project, I've realized that in Africa, it isn't like this.
I think it's really weird to, via internet, be able to talk to someone who's really literally miles or thousands of miles away. And I think it's just really cool that just as you can talk to someone who's maybe only 5 minutes away from you on the internet, you can talk to everyone and it will look exactly the same. So it's really just like they're next to you.